Strider and I are heading out to puppy training. So we are training to become better at IGP. He's my first dog that I'm competing with. So it has been our fun little hobby away from work. Oh, man. Oh, no, too deep. I don't know how to swim. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good job, buddy. Come on. Good job. Good job. Look at you. Oh, so close. Good job, buddy. Good job. Come on, Strider. Strider can swim. Good job, buddy. All right. Good job, buddy. Yeah, that's a good man. Yeah, that's a good man. You enjoy that tug. Ah, yeah. Here with both the boys, and we are heading to the office. Today's really just kind of been a lazy day. I'm finalizing some job listings, doing a little touch-ups here around the shop. So the first question, Victor asked, what program do I use? I use a program called Jobber. I'll put a link in the video description. If you want to check it out, you can get 2 free months. If you decide to go with it long term, I'll get 2 free months as well. But I use it from the moment the client calls in with a work request, all the way to closing the job and doing invoicing and routing and sending the crews out and everything else. I mean, it syncs up with QuickBooks for my, for accounting. And so I use Jobber to get my, to run my entire business. What do you consider an add-on service for basic gutter cleaning? I heard you mention blowing off the roof and hauling away. What else can we add on to increase the ticket pretty easily? All right. Also, ballpark price for unclogging underground downspouts and minor repairs like reattaching hangers, sealing leaks. Thanks, Donovan. Really good questions. So, what are some good add-ons? All right, some very simple add-ons would be installing a gutter stick. Those I charge $50 a pop. That's for the gutter stick and installing it, and that is a downspout clog prevention tool. Another thing we can do is for boot flashings. We don't get to like taking up the old boot flashing anymore and replacing it, but they make these little collars that just slide right over top of the pipe that are kind of like a Band-Aid fix. And so if somebody has that boot flashing where the rubber part of it's deteriorated, you can just slide that right over top of it and it'll divert the water away. So that's something that's really helpful for our clients as well. Unclogging underground drains is a $225 minimum. Okay, it's roughly about $100 a downspout, but we got to clean all of the downspouts, all the entries that go into that underground drains, because we don't know how they tie together underground. Reattaching hangers and sealing. So we have like a $225 minimum for repairs. So that could be putting up a few hangers, repitching a gutter, sealing up a couple of corners. Why not tie into the back shackle rather than the side? Is it less safe for your harness? So when you're using a harness, it is typically they're rated for the one that's up here is typically the one that's rated for you to for your fall protection. The ones on your side are typically rated for tools. It's not rated to be tied off. What is the accessory thing you're using for when I can possibly find it? Okay, so for underground drains and for going underneath gutter guards, it's called a jetter. We have an 8-gallon a minute pressure washer. We replace one of the valves on that pressure washer with a jetter valve so that it pulsates a little bit. That helps like shoot the water like this, and it'll help break up those clogs. And it's just called a jetter tip. You can buy a $100, $50, package, cheap entry-level package off Amazon. And if it's something that you get serious about, you can go to a jetter store like jetterdepot.com or something like that and buy some expensive, like professional grade jetters. Let's go. Yeah, man, let's go. H2O Home Improvement out of Lynchburg, Virginia. All right, I know where he's at. Hey man, I'm really enjoying these videos, definitely stretching my goals. These videos remind me that's not necessarily about the destination, but the journey. Hashtag making it happen. Dude, I appreciate you. I know you've come to some trainings. It's good to have like somebody like you in my corner.
And comments like that are the reason why I'm making these this vlog series. I'm getting a lot out of it. It's helping me be accountable, and I hope you guys are picking up a few tips along the way. I'm having an issue with the change Google made. I'd rather use Google Business app. It's a pain in the butt. I hate the change. It was working just fine. Yeah, it probably has something to do with money, right? So the app made it too easy or something like that to create new listings, or I'm not 100% sure there, but they did away with the functionality where we can upload photos and all that stuff from our phone. Now you got to go through the maps. But I agree with you, man. If it's a trailer, you won't move often. Take a wheel off and put a jack stand on. If you have criminal elements, chain a cinder block to the axle. Yeah, so that's definitely a good option. Just take the wheel off the trailer. I agree with you. Park it outside. Yeah, we did have some issues with theft the first week we moved in, and issues, but that guy right there is usually around the shop, and look, he's like an elf from the South Pole, right? He's not a happy elf from the North Pole. He's from the South Pole. He mean, all right? He mean. So yeah, if you get past the security cameras and the GPS trackers and that guy, I mean, you've earned it, man. You've earned it if you get past all that. Hey DIV, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I'm curious how you managed to get your first few customers when you started. Okay, cool, man. This is a great question, right? Here's the easiest way to get customers. Everybody you know, and I mean every single person you know, you tell them, hey, I own a gutter cleaning business. If you know anybody that needs their gutters cleaned, or has gutters, or thinking about gutters, okay, please send them my direction. But you got to network to your existing spheres of influence first. Facebook, call everybody. Call the kid you were in second grade with, little Timmy. So that's the very first way to get your first few customers, right? Once you get that customer, you need a Google review, right? And you need a recommendation. So go out of your way to make them beyond happy, beyond thrilled. Google review and a recommendation. You have not completed the job until you get a Google review and a recommendation. All right? Now, while you're at the job, you put a yard sign in the yard, and you do at least a minimum of a 5 around on the houses around that job that you're working at. So 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and then the 3 across the street. So you go left, 1, 2, 3 across the street, and right. All right? You do that, and you will be busy, okay? But the biggest thing is get your first few jobs, and from there, network, customer service. You will be busier than a pig in slop. Excellent video. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Most modern vehicles only need an oil change every 4,000 to 7,000 miles anyways. You caught it in time. Should be good. Yeah. Okay, so I caught it in time, 7,000 miles, but look, man, I never drive all the vehicles. So my thing is that there are plenty of vehicles out there that I haven't driven in a long time. So it's not that I caught it this time in time, which, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for, but I need a system in place for the 10 other vehicles, right? To make sure that those don't blow up engines. You really inspire me to start my company in Ontario, Canada. Always looking forward to your videos, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Cameron. It warms my heart that people in Canada think that I have something useful to say. So I appreciate you, man. I hope that you go out there and you just slay it. Hey, dead tired. It's hot. We were soaking wet 10 minutes in today. Worked in Cary this morning, just down the road. Yeah, so Chad, man, it's hot here. I mean, there's a 110 degree heat index when we're working, and then if it's up on the roof, add another 15 to 25 degrees. It's hot. Y'all just blow them out. We've blown townhomes out and cover each deck. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the time to cover each deck, so we typically hand scoop, and then we'll go back afterwards and blow out if necessary. About time you posted a new video. I've been slacking. It's been probably almost a year since I've posted to YouTube. You're crushing it. Dude, I appreciate you. Thanks, man. All right, Christian's Gutters from Minnesota. Wishing you the best on your journey. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate you, man. You always got some funny and good stuff to say. I will work on clutter too. That's what it's about, man. If you follow along this video series, gives you a couple ideas of things you can work on, man, that'll warm my heart. That's why I'm doing this. For you and for me, right? Win-win. And look, guys, if anybody has any suggestions for me, put them in the comment section. You got any questions for me? Put them in the comment section. You talk too much. Oh, that's on one of my other videos. Yeah, I do. I do talk too much. All right. Hey, look, I think that's all the questions so far in this video series. I'm having a blast. I will see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow I am going to be talking about Jobber. So for me, starting out in business, if I had to do it all over again, the very first expense I would make is in a good CRM system to help manage and run my business. And even if I was a one-man show doing it all myself, today you got to have software to compete. And I love Jobber, not necessarily because they have the most functionality out there or because they're the cheapest. I love them because they absolutely, hands down, bar none, have the best customer service in the CRM industry. There's a lot cheaper ones out there, but nobody can compete with Jobber's customer service. All right, and with that, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.